Hold on, guys. Little issue here. I gotta solve. Hold on, guys. I gotta solve. Add that. There we go. All right. How are we, guys? All right, guys. How are we doing tonight? There we go. All right. All right, guys. How are we doing tonight? There we go. All right, guys. How are we doing tonight? All right. Ness, here. Yowie. Doing okay, amazing. That's great. That's great. So we got two main things we're talking about tonight. So Law by Mike, right? Big YouTuber, is suing Roblox because they're covering for pedophiles. And we're talking about the Clippy Movement. I don't know how many of you guys know what the Clippy Movement is. So if you don't know what it is, I'll explain it. So who's all here? Who's all in the chat tonight? I know Alexa and Quinn. Who else? Because it says there's 5 people. Who are the other people? Ooh, Ella might come later. That's exciting. Well, yeah, Alexa, I know you're in here. Did Ava ever join? Or are we still not sure about her? Oh, she's trying. Oh, I got a text. Russell. Hey, how you doing? Oh, it won't let you comment. That sucks. Is Nolan here? You can text me. Whoa, who's Jessica? Okay. All right. Okay, let's begin. Oh, hey, Nolan. Hey, Nolan. All right, let's begin. So, tonight, let's start off talking about the Law by Mike Roblox controversy.
Roblox is one of the most popular gaming platforms in the world.
The developers of that game are now facing mounting criticism over child safety concerns.
Games like this are not helping.
The Roblox Corporation has sent a cease and desist letter to me.
Instead of stopping the predators, Roblox stops the people stopping the predators.
They are the problem.
Why is it in Arabic? I don't want it to be in Arabic. I got to change that. Subtitles. No, it's in Arabic, not off. English, okay. Do we need the subtitles or we don't bring that up, Quinn. We don't bring that up. Do we need the subtitles or do we not? Do we need closed captioning? Hey, Russell, how you doing? There we go, Nolan. That's better. Hey, if you're in the chat right now, make sure you subscribe. Oh, 7 subscribers. That's great. I craved them. Okay, I'll keep the closed captioning on.
People everywhere are furious with Roblox, and now they're getting sued. The platform promised to be safe, but the reality is very different.
Oh, ciao.
So today, I'm breaking down the entire case.
Look at this cool bottle I got. It's like an old RC Cola bottle. That's so cool.
I've been meeting with some of the biggest YouTubers, and then, on behalf of everyone, I'm helping to sue Roblox. This summer, Roblox was hit with a massive lawsuit centered on a young player known as DH. The lawsuit claims she joined the platform after believing the company's promise that it was safe and educational. While using Roblox, she was allegedly approached by an adult, misrepresenting who they were, and the platform's moderation systems didn't catch it. She was later taken from her home and abused by the same individual. And she's not alone. Since 2018, police have arrested at least 24 people accused of misusing Roblox to contact young users and move chats off platform.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Some had prior records.
Here, before we
Others
continue,
were people
guys,
entrusted.
I want to introduce you to this guy. This is a guy named Waving Guy. During my mock trial days, he waved at me one time. So he's Waving Guy. Really, really cool guy. Waving Guy, say hi. Well, I'm not going to say where he lives. Never mind. That'd be bad. But really cool guy. It's Waving Guy. Clint, you remember him? Waving Guy. Shocking, I know. Glad to see Waving Guy here. Anyway, let's continue. Love you, Waving Guy.
Roles like teachers, nurses, even a cop. Even Roblox has reported over 13,000 flagged incidents on its platform, a huge jump from roughly 3,000 the year before. Roblox says that's just a small fraction compared to all US reports. But for parents, the numbers feel staggering. And here's the core claim. The lawsuit argues Roblox allegedly knew these risks, but kept selling parents on the idea of a safe digital playground. Even some of Roblox's biggest creators are speaking out. Take Schlep, a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers. When he was younger, he says he had a troubling experience involving a Roblox developer.
All that happened to me, it totally messed me up mentally. It made me have to go into therapy and psychologically messed with, relationships that I had until this day. I mean, it's something that, it was messed up.
That experience pushed him to act. As an adult, he began working with police by conducting investigations on Roblox. His efforts have led to the arrest of 6 people. So Schlep, what was the goal when you started making videos about safety issues on Roblox?
It really all started back to my own personal experiences related to it. I had some very negative experiences as a kid, and I was affected by a very popular developer. So I saw these issues firsthand, like I experienced them.
But instead of celebrating him, Roblox banned his accounts and sent a cease and desist letter, accusing him of violating the rules against vigilante groups.
They're trying to silence the whistleblowers. They're spending more energy going after people like Schlep, but what they're doing, they're trying to put a muzzle on this whole thing. They're also trying to silence all the victims. And this is important,
That same day, Schlep dropped an 8-minute video where he described his ban, as well as his troubling experience with the Roblox developer. Schlep slammed Roblox for failing to take action against the developer for years. He claims during that time, Roblox even continued to pay and promote the developer. Afterwards, the backlash exploded. Roblox developers changed game thumbnails to say "Free Schlep." Thousands of players staged in-game protests. Even major creators like Moist Critical, Gideon, and Creekcraft piled on, calling Roblox backwards and hypocritical. #Free Schlep trended worldwide.
I was blown away with all the support, and it's been absolutely amazing reading all the messages. It was trending on Twitter for 3 days straight when the news first broke of it. And I mean, people were just outraged. They saw it for what it was. They were silencing someone trying to blow the whistle.
I think that's a really, really powerful thing. He was a 22-year-old kid. He was just a gamer. And I think he really stepped up to the plate to stand up to this Goliath.
Then it went mainstream. Congressman Ro Khanna publicly backed Schlep, sharing a petition demanding Roblox improve its safety. That petition hit 100,000 signatures in less than a week, and Roblox's stock price dropped by $12 billion. Now, Schlep, did you expect your...
Now, really, Roblox really screwed themselves over by banning Schlep because they had They had a lot of money. And then they banned Schlep, the whole free Schlep movement starts, right? Free Schlep. Obviously, I'm not a psychopath. But I feel like Roblox, they lost all that money because they made a terrible decision. And they've done it for so long. They turned him into a martyr, like Waving Guy saying. I love you, Waving Guy. They made him a martyr, right? They made him into this guy, right? And Roblox, they're not good at PR. They're not good at it because a while back they had that whole COPPA 2.0 thing. I talked about that on an old stream on my old channel, Kappa 2.0, if you remember that. They don't know what they're doing PR wise. So they really need to get it through their head that I think I would make a great PR manager. I'd make a great PR manager. They need to get it through their head that they don't do that kind of stuff, you know? You don't ban somebody catching predators, you ban the predators. It's sad because, you know, it's just dumb. It's just dumb.
Videos to get as much attention as they did?
Honestly, no. My whole goal with these videos is actually just to bring this to the attention of Roblox. Like, I wanted Roblox to see what was going on because I was reporting these communities to Roblox. I was making reports on a lot of these people. Nothing was happening. And the only other thing you can do is go public with it. So that's what I did.
But the story doesn't end there. Schlep just announced he's suing Roblox, not over the ban, but over the damage he says he suffered years ago from a developer on the platform. His lawyer confirmed he's also
good. They should absolutely destroy Roblox economically. Roblox is screwed up time and time again, and it's time that they finally learn their lesson on how to do PR. Free Schlep.
also representing many others with similar stories.
We have over 800 cases involving sex abuse. These are personal injury claims. So survivors are coming forward because of the personal injuries and the trauma they experienced. Yeah, we think it's a very strong case. And I think that's part of the reason they're fighting so hard to try and move this into some types of confidential proceedings. So they think people will forget about what happened, and then they won't.
And now, because of you all bringing this issue to my attention, I've made the decision to team up with Schlep's lawyer to help sue Roblox. Reach out to my firm, IThinkIHaveACase.com, if you've gone through something similar. If someone is scared about something they experienced on Roblox, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to call a lawyer, find out about their legal options, and let them know that they will be believed. There's strength in numbers. Terrible things happen on Roblox. Hundreds and hundreds of people have come forward. We're here for you.
Definitely reach out to us. We are here to help.
Now he's fighting back in court because if Roblox won't be held accountable in their own platform, we'll make sure that they're held accountable in the courtroom.
Now let's investigate how Roblox is designed, because the lawsuits claim there are at least 3 serious flaws. First, until 2021, anyone could make an account by entering just a username, password, and birthday. Users could mistake their age and unlock unrestricted chat, which the lawsuits claim made it very common to find lower levels talking with adults. YouTubers like Gideon and Rob the Master, who have become well known for exposing bad actors, have said just how easy it is.
Chat, what is our opinion on Gideon? I need you guys to engage for a second. What is your stance on Gideon? Do we like him? Chat, wake up. Okay, was bad but is redeeming himself. Okay. I like that waving guy. Of course you don't. Okay. All right, thank you.
When we went on Roblox, it did not take long for our account to get attention from child predators. It was almost instantaneous.
Roblox says it's taking stronger steps to protect its younger players. The company has rolled out ID verification, asking players over 13 to scan a government-issued ID and selfie to gain access.
Sorry, waving guy. I didn't know. I'm sorry, chat. It's okay. He's basically this guy who catches pedophiles, but he's had a lot of controversy in his past. He's the EDP watch guy, if you know who that is. What do you mean, what is that supposed to mean? He's a pedophile. He's not a pedophile. He's a guy who catches pedophiles, but also is really controversial because he says a lot of stuff. Waving guy, you know. Yeah. Like, he got a ton of people fired from Gatorade because he, like, lied to them. Made him... I don't really remember that whole thing that much. You know. Anyway.
Access to certain features. It's also testing age estimation, where machine learning guesses a user's age from a short video, and new features like trusted connections.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I feel like that violates privacies to a certain extent, and I feel like there are better ways to catch pedophiles than doing that. But who knows? I'm not. Roblox is being really dumb. I mean, I don't like that idea. I don't think we should do like face verification. It freaks me out. It invades privacy to an extent, in my opinion. But you know,
are meant to limit deeper chat and voice features to people you actually know in real life.
You know, we weren't just finding one or two peppers on there. We've caught 6 off of the game itself. But not only that, we've had dozens of these guys just contacting and grouping our decoy that we sadly weren't able to catch. And the real sad thing out here is that Roblox is going around telling parents that they're one of the safest apps for children, when from my own experience, that's not the case.
Even with ID checks and trusted connections, the scale of the platform makes full protection something that has to be taken even more seriously.
Unless you wanted to play the 17 plus mic up games and stuff like that. Anybody can pretty much sign up for Roblox.
Next, the game uses in-game currency called Robux. Players use Robux to buy rare accessories and...
Okay, yes. But also, if you have to take a selfie, I feel like... okay, see ya as... I feel like... Okay, as see ya. But also, I feel like taking a selfie, I sound like I'm overblowing you a little bit, but I feel like there's better ways to do it, like better chat moderation, that kind of stuff. You know, I feel like that kind of invades privacy in a way. And really, whatever we have to do to catch pedophiles, we have to do. If it takes violating certain privacies, I guess we have to. But, you know, really depends on what your viewpoint is. But if we have to do that stuff to catch pedophiles, I'm for it. You know.
Customize their avatars. And many lower levels are obsessed with it. The lawsuits point out these players even say they do anything for Robux. So bad actors can take advantage of that by dangling Robux to gain control. And third is the lack of moderation. In 2017, the company claimed it had thousands of moderators working 24/7, plus advanced filters blocking unsafe content. The reality looks very different. For starters, Roblox
I'm gonna let him finish.
Roblox has hosted many games with questionable themes, including Run from Diddy Simulator, Shower Simulator, and Bloody Battles. The fact that these games even existed undercuts Roblox's claim of being a safe, moderated place. But it's not just the games that are concerning. Roblox is now the go-to social platform for younger audiences. 78 million users log in every day. The platform processes more than 50,000 chat messages every second. Roblox claims its AI and human reviewers scan all of it, text, audio, and images. But here's the problem. The company allegedly employs only about 3,000 moderators. Compare that to TikTok, roughly 3 times Roblox's daily users, but over 13 times the number of moderators on staff. The reason for the lack of moderators is allegedly due to Roblox's focus on growth.
Chat, should I play Run from Diddy Simulator on Roblox? Now's not the best time to say that. Never mind.
Over safety. In fact, 8 current and former trust and safety staff describe ignored requests for more resources, backlogs of incident reports, and even a manager quitting after promised hires never showed up.
Diddy Simulator on stream? I should. That'd be so fun.
Some say protective features they suggested, like pop-up warnings, were rejected, and safety settings, like blocking strangers in chat, were switched off by default. Once again, Roblox points to AI moderation as the solution, but employees admit the tech still misses the subtle signs of unsafe behavior, and the gaps aren't small. The filters block words like Snapchat or Discord, but people get around them by using emojis or by tweaking the spelling a little. Even phone numbers are apparently blocked if you type the digits, but not if you just spell them out. The lawsuits argue that these kinds of loopholes prove Roblox knows the risks of off-platform communication, yet it still leaves these obvious workarounds wide open. In court, the usual defense might not save Roblox. Most platforms lean on a law called Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, and that law protects websites and apps from being sued over what their users post. That's why Instagram or YouTube don't get dragged into court every time someone uploads something harmful. But the lawsuits against Roblox aren't just about what users post. They're about the company itself. Lawyers argue Roblox designed the platform in risky ways, marketed it as safe, and then ignored clear warning signs. And at least one court has already said Section 230 doesn't cover misrepresentation. So if Roblox tells parents this is safe and it's not, that responsibility falls on Roblox, not the users. That's why these lawsuits matter to me. They represent more than just a few individual complaints. They're part of a broader movement pushing tech companies to take accountability, especially when their platforms are hurting younger players. Now, multiple cases are moving forward, and a jury will have to decide if Roblox should be held responsible. And if the plaintiffs win, the fallout could be huge, because it would set...
I'm pulling for the plaintiffs. Roblox, blow them out the water. You know. Go Schlep, go Mike, go Chris Hansen, because I think Chris Hansen's involved in this somehow. Go Gideon, you know, go. I'm pulling for the plaintiffs. Wipe out Roblox.
Precedents that might force Roblox and other platforms like it to overhaul how they verify users and protect younger audiences. And I don't know how this video will perform or how many people will reach, because YouTube flags and restricts videos on this topic. It's kind of scary because people are afraid to put out information on this, but we feel like it's our duty to make sure that everyone knows. If you or someone you know needs help, reach out to us. Thank you for watching.
I'm leaving the STAR program. I'm out. I'm done.
I do not want to be officially partnered.
Tries to bury or dissuade people from trying to solve the problem themselves.
I am sadly going to have to discontinue this channel.
I didn't mean to show that part. Okay, yes, I get where you're coming from, Russell. But also, I would hope that most parents, well, I would hope that most of the Run From Diddy fan base is middle schoolers or high schoolers. I don't think a lot of people, and it's Run From Diddy, you know, it's not promoting him. It's actually, they have much more pressing issues than Run From Diddy. That's true. But, you know, it's just, the heck? I get an email? All right, chat. Bad news. I can't play Run From Diddy tonight. I'm sorry. Unless... What is the S what? Okay, Quinn, play Deltarune? Oh, they removed it? Oh, that sucks. As to play Deltarune, I would need to be able to get it on the Chromebook, on like Google Chrome, and Undertale 2. Are those like, oh, you sweet summer child, Jacob? What is that supposed to mean? There's a website? Okay, give me website, Nolan. I will play it. Now, there's another thing I need to talk about tonight, so... Look at somewhere on a pirate website. GN Math. Is this pirate stuff? Because I'm not playing pirated stuff. I don't want to get sued. Hold on, chat. Wait. Is it pirated? Because if so, I'm not getting sued tonight, you know? Chat, look it up, please. Or, you know, I'll look it up. I'm not lazy. Is GN Math pirate? Thank you, Alexa. Thank you. Let's play some Deltarune. I've never played Deltarune before, so this is going to be a fun time. Chapter 1. Let's do Chapter 1. How does this work? Because it's pirated. Probably, I don't know. I know, this is so fun. Which one, chat? Which head? Chat, which head? Chat. Which head? Bald, okay. We're going bald. Where's my mouse? The arrow key's not doing anything. Chat, the arrow key and the Z is not doing anything. WASD is not doing anything either, chat. I had to get a call from Nolan. Harry. Nolan. Hold on. Open another tab. Okay.
Go back to the same tab.
Go back to Deltarune.
And then you're going to want to
The arrow key seemed to be working on the Google tab.
on the next tab, then it should be out of the screen. Click unlock it. So like clicking on it, click on the specific arrow.
Hold on. Open a new tab. The beginning. I thought you meant like just open a new tab.
Oh no, open a new tab.
Like, of the... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Snake. Play. They work on Snake. It's still not doing anything. What the heck?
I want you to go from that same tab and open a new one. That tab on her.
What? You want me to open the tab? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on a new tab. Well, it didn't pause while I was gone. It's still playing. Still. Tonight just might not be the night that I do Deltarune. All right. Chat's going to be heartbroken, but they'll survive. Who is Allison Reed? Oh, that's James. All right. All right. I'm going to hang up, okay? Love you. All right, chat. Bad news. We can't do that tonight. It's not going to work. I'm sorry. Sorry, chat. Ooh, we got 8 people. That's nice. I like that. All right. We're going to talk about the Clippy movement. We're talking about the Clippy movement tonight. Let's begin.
I was listening to the Facebook whistleblower hearings with Senator Josh Hawley a few months back.
I need to explain who Clippy is. Clippy is this little guy. And he's actually my profile picture. And if you go to the Kerfuffle Fumpter, I highly encourage you all subscribe to the Kerfuffle Fumpter. Great channel over there. Great channel. Me and the Kerfuffle Fumpter, our channel logos are Clippy. And he was a Microsoft assistant for a couple years. Here, I'll pull up the Clippy Impregnant. After I finish this video, I'll pull up the Clippy Impregnant video. Picture. Anyway, let's continue.
Elements that stuck out to me was when they were talking about how if an underage girl has deleted a selfie, Meta keeps track of this because they know that this person likely has low self-esteem at that moment that they deleted a picture of themselves, which means that they may be more apt to purchase.
This is Louis Rosman. He's a YouTube like tech guy, and he is the leader of the Clippy movement. Anyway, let's continue.
Just something from an advertiser of a cosmetic product. And I think about this within the context of what companies used to get in trouble for and what they do, or more importantly, don't get in trouble for today. I grew up in the 90s, a time when Microsoft had hell and fury fall down upon them because they bundled a web browser with their operating system. Whether you think this is a good idea or not, I personally think that a web browser being installed in every single person's computer that's standards non-compliant, that is so bad that you can literally get a virus from visiting a website, has its problems. But when you look at what it is that companies got in trouble for in the 90s, it just doesn't hit the same when you look at what
Okay, let's look up Birdly. Oh, that guy from Deltarune. Oh, I love Birdly. Kind of. I remind you of Birdly? Is that a compliment? Kerfuffle Fumpter, is Birdly is me reminding you of Birdly a compliment? Okay, thank you. Here's the famous Clippy picture that we're all talking about right now. Birdly Snowgrove. Interesting. Anyway, we got to get back to the Clippy movement. Sorry, chat. We were at 54 seconds in. I got to remember that.
I was listening to the Facebook whistleblower hearings that are graphics But when you look at what companies get away
There
with
we go.
I remember having a Dell Dimension 233 back in the day. And if you wanted to get the one that had slightly better graphics, they would give you a free installation of Microsoft Office. And with Microsoft Office back in the day, it came with Clippy. Whether or not you like Clippy and whether or not you liked Microsoft Office or having an operating system that had the browser built into it that could easily get you a virus when you visited other websites that were trying to invade your privacy, the one thing that you could say, unlike Facebook, who is trying to profit off of young girls that feel suicidal, Clippy simply wanted to help. He might have been annoying, but he just wanted to help. There were no ulterior motives. If you told Clippy that you were having a bad day, he wasn't going to use that information.
All right, chat. Do you guys know the Randfather? Who here knows the Randfather? Say, I know the Randfather if you know the Randfather, if you've heard of him. Okay, well, no one's responding. Anyway. Oh, there we go, Ez. We all love the Randfather, right? I'm going to show him this clip of the stream. Randfather, great guy, right? My king, my glorious king. I'm actually going to have the Randfather on stream someday. So that's going to be exciting. Something for you all to look forward to. Anyway. The Randfather back, so 2007, right? They just got rid of Clippy, right? The Randfather actually wrote a letter to Microsoft telling them, bring Clippy back. I want Clippy back. I love Clippy. Bring him back, please. Please bring Clippy back. They didn't listen to the Randfather, but, you know. So the Randfather was actually like the first member of the Clippy movement. Before Rosman, before Kerfuffle Fumpter, before me, Randfather was the first member of the Clippy movement. Love Randfather. Great guy.
To try and figure out which advertiser to sell you to, nor was he trying to steal your personal data or get you to purchase other Microsoft products. He had no ulterior motives. He was simply there to help. Unlike many modern pieces of software, like what you get from Adobe or Intuit, where you can't buy QuickBooks anymore. You can't buy a video editor.
Can we get W's in the chat for the Randfather, guys? Please? Can we get W's in the chat for the Randfather? It would warm his heart. It would warm his heart.
Anymore. You have to pay a subscription fee for it. If I were to boot up that computer that has not been used for 28 years and I wanted to start up Microsoft Word, I could do so without connecting to the internet. And Clippy would still be there, happy and enthusiastic as ever, simply wanting to help. Adobe is another example of this. This is a company that tried to twist people's arms into having AI and machine learning stuff go through their personal data.
I hate clankers.
Not public data, not the speeches that I give, not my website or my blog posts or my videos, but my private data, the stuff that I'm editing. And there were people that were not able to get into their account until they agreed to this new end user license agreement. When they are looking for access to your data, they're doing so because they want to train an AI on how to do what you do.
Hey, chat, what do we think of my my shirt this stream?
Without paying you, without your consent. Clippy,
thank you,
simply wanted to help. When Clippy would ask you if you wanted help with writing your letter, Clippy wouldn't even read the contents of your letter. He just wanted to offer suggestions. Game of Thrones had, I'm not going to spoiler alert, there's this Sons of the Harpy in season 5. They were these people that wore masks and they pushed back against the new regime. And the purpose of the mask was to let the leaders know that when you see people with this mask, we are against you and your new regime, and we are going to push back against it as often as we can. And the worry with the Sons of the Harpy mask is that it starts with one person putting the mask on. And then somebody else gains the balls to put the mask on. And then 20 or 40 or 100 of them put the mask on. And once 100 or 1,000 of them put the mask on, there's nothing that the leaders can do at that point. Enough people have put it on, and enough people have come together with solidarity. And they're going to do something about it. Now, granted, this may not be the best analogy because it was spoiler alert. They were trying to bring back slavery, and they also were just bad people. Khaleesi kind of became a shitbag at that point, too. But besides, I think that Clippy is like a modern day Sons of the Harpy mask. If you're tired of companies changing the terms of the sale after the sale and getting away with it, turn your profile photo to a Clippy. If you're tired of companies that have the ability to reach into your house and ransomware your products so that they stop working unless you pay them again, claiming that that's legal, but then when somebody tries to give you back access to what you bought and paid for, that's illegal. Change your profile photo to a Clippy. If you're tired of sex bots invading the comment section on a regular basis, and their comments always posting with no problem, but your comments being censored even when you're not saying anything that bad, change your profile picture to a Clippy.
Am I
If
right,
Google being one
guys?
of the premier data mining companies on earth, not being able to tell that little
I hate
fucking
wired
cat with
back.
two
I
pillows
hate
next to
wired
it that they
backs,
try to
guys.
make look like an ass, so that thirsty young men click it as they normalize sex trafficking on the platform that doesn't allow you to express an opinion bothers you, change your profile picture to a Clippy and let them know that you're not happy. Clippy never tried to normalize sex trafficking. He just wanted to help. If you're tired of companies saying out loud that the reason they want to keep you from fixing what you bought and paid for is that may take money away from them, change your profile photo to a Clippy. I never expected to win the legislative battle. It would be nice if I did, but it was never something that I set as I need to do this or I'm a failure. What I always hoped to do was win the cultural battle, where all of you understand what's going on and you decide that enough is enough. If I ever have a chance in my personal life to push back against this, I will. You're maybe not going to send that email that you're supposed to send to Interso to tell them, oh, by the way, make sure this chip doesn't end up on Mouser.com. Here's an NDA, blah, 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 the supplier agreement. Maybe you just forget to send that email. When there's a new consumer rights law that the senator that you work for is on the fence about supporting, and there's a lobbyist that's going to be against it that wants to have dinner.
I am sure South Carolina senator is both of our senators, because both of our senators aren't the best, right? Tim Scott and Lindsey Graham. I am sure both of them are against the Clippy movement and are for big tech. And I hate big tech, right? Go Clippy. I love Clippy.
Whoops. Maybe their invitation went to spam. I didn't see that. Sorry, boss. Maybe you quit before you create a fake paywall to test if your customers will pay again for what they already paid for. Or maybe when you send out that ransomware firmware update, you make it opt-in instead of opt-out. Whoopsie, if in some bizarro world it is actually illegal to make a thermostat work again, and this bastard of a CEO decides to try and get the individual in trouble, 10 cases to prosecute, only got time for 6. Maybe I just ignore this one. When a company CEO logs into their Slack and sees 10,000 Clippies looking back at them, what I hope occurs is that they intuitively understand that they no longer live in a world where they can get away with fucking over the consumer.
Kerfuffle Fumpster, where did you send me something? On messages? Here, I gotta go get a charger, chat. I'll be right back. Love you, chat.
That their employees, their partners are not going to be accomplices to this anymore, that they are alert and they are aware of what is going on, and they are going to politely but firmly push back against it. Every single one of those 10,000 people will be an obstacle to the anti-consumer practices and the anti-ownership practices, and it will no longer be another cog in the assembly line sending us all into a dystopia. There will be a moment where that one person who usually would not have a say in anything can be activated, and in that moment, keep the world from sliding further into a dystopia, or help push it forward in the opposite direction. But we all have to get together. And the first step is making it public that we know what's going on. That starts with a Clippy. On YouTube, if you're with me, I ask that you change your profile picture to a Clippy. At work, change your Slack profile picture to a Clippy. If you work at the White House, don't take down the United States flag, but somewhere on the grounds, put up a flag of a Clippy. Clippy's a symbol that what used to be considered one of the worst annoyances in our life would now not only be welcomed, but for all of his flaws, celebrated as an idol. Because for all of these things that occur right now, where there is negative malice of intent, I want to take away what you own. I want to take this back. I want to get your data. I want to sell you to an advertiser when I know that you're crying. Clippy just wanted to help. And if you were to turn him on today, unlike most cloud bullshit, he'd still work. Hulu Foundation is going to be announcing the winners to both the Future Home Bounty and the Echelon Bikes Bounty within the next month. Us offering 5,000 here, 20,000 there. It pushes the ball forward. But at the end of the day, that does nothing in contrast to organizing all of you. We're happy to get the ball rolling. But for us to truly win, we need to show that if you push us, Clippy clips back. That's it for today.
All right, chat. So I support the Clippy movement, right? That's why my logo is Clippy, right? I love the Clippy movement. Okay, I can't watch it tonight. Sorry. What do you mean? No, it's not. It's like average time for a stream. Actually, it's really short for a live stream, really. I'm sorry, I can't log into that account on this one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't log into that on here. I would, but like I can't log into my school account on this account. Sorry. Chat, are we running out of time? Who's still here? Nolan, Russell, Quint, are you, Alexa? Are you guys still here? Alexa, you haven't talked like this entire time. Russell, Nolan. There you go, Nolan. Hey there. Is Russell, Alexa, Quint, you guys still here? Hey, Quint. Anyway, chat, are you guys getting tired, or do you guys want to read this article I found about Clippy and like talk about how bad it is? Doing math homework. That's cool. We want to do one more thing? Well, you know what? Let's do one more thing. Keep going. Okay. So who here knows what mental floss is? Anybody here know what mental floss is? You guys know what millennials are, right? Like stinky millennials. Stinky. You guys know what millennials are, right? They're the generation before us. We're Gen Z. Millennials come before we do. So there's this one really dumb millennial news network called Mental Floss. Look up Tenna Wire Play. Okay, so a millennial is somebody who was born from 1981, I think, to 1997. Gen Z is from 1997 to 2012. And Gen Alpha is from 2012, from 2013 and forward. What? r/world politics. Okay. Nope. Yeah, I love world politics, guys. I can't show that on stream. I would get taken down. Tenna Wire Play seems pretty interesting, guys. That's pretty cool. Are you guys like wanting me to show it on stream? Because my parents monitor the live stream. Yeah, my parents are watching probably. Don't? Okay. Do you guys want to talk about the Mental Floss article on Clippy? Do you guys want me to scream at millennials or no? Hey, waving guy. No, not really. Yeah, Nolan does. Nolan does. Quit does. You know what? I'm going to do a YouTube poll on if you guys want me to look up Tenna Wire Play. Because I don't want to look up Tenna Wire Play in the slightest. But if, like, most people do, then I will. Poll's been released. Please vote no. Please vote no. I don't want my stream to get taken down. I really don't want. I'm gonna be so mad if people voted yes. We gotta know, guys. One more no, and I'm closing the poll. If I can get one more no, I'm closing the poll. Vote no. If you haven't voted yet, vote no. Vote no, chat. Vote no. Vote no. Vote no. Vote no. Please vote no. Vote no. Why is nobody voting? There's 7 people watching. We got to get one more vote, guys. It's like a deadlock. We're at 50. What the heck? One more vote, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just one more vote. All right. Nobody's voting. We got all the votes we're going to get. I don't know who the third person is. Get a load of this guy. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll, though. While I wait for the votes to come in. All right. No article. All right, chat. Outside of romantic stuff, like as in James, you're trying to get me to do, is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I'm not comfortable talking about shipping. Goodbye. Bye, waving guy. Because I'm not comfortable talking about romantic stuff on this channel. Watch JJK Season 3 trailer. I can do that. Thank you. Thank you, waving guy. Love you. Good night. No, not ready yet. Okay, guys. Can you see it? Can we all see it well? Oh, you're welcome, Allison. Oh, you can't even see it yet. There you go. Can you see it now? Yeah, you can. Watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Which one's Yuta? Who's that? Okay, thank you. I'm going to go back to the thanks Jacob Kuhn one. I like that one. That was great. That was amazing, guys. Okay, chat. Are we ready to call it for the night? Are we done? But if I stream Saturday, it might be with the Randfather. So can I have Saturday in case it's the Randfather? If it's Friday, can I have the Randfather on? We should co-stream. Anyway, chat, are we done for the night, or do we want to continue, or can we start wrapping up? Can we start wrapping it up? I have marching band. Sorry. All right, chat. Here, you know what? Another poll. I love polls. They're so fun. Let's go to my poll. I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you this. There's still 3 people on, so... Oh, wait a minute. No, I think that's everyone. All right, chat. One more thing before I go. I added Nolan, Quint, and Waving Guy as moderators. Oh, wait a minute. You're a mod? I didn't mean to make you a mod. It's fine. I meant to make Quint a mod. But congrats, James. Anyway, all right, chat. I love you. And I'm headed off to bed. Fine, I'll make you a mod. Oh my gosh. I'm going to make Ez a mod, and then I'm heading off to bed, okay, chat? Well, I'm not actually going to go to bed. I'm just going to end the stream so the rest of you guys can go to bed. Hold on, Ez. I'm going to make you a mod. Come on. All right, Ez, you've been added as a moderator. Ez, did you get the moderator thing? Did you get it? There you go. You got it. All right, Ez. What do you mean? I mean, like, are you okay? You're on. All right. That's great. I wish you all the best night. God. Okay. I wish you all the best night. I'll see you. When would the next stream be? I can't do it Friday. I can't do it Thursday. Can't do it tomorrow. Can I do it Saturday? I might be able to do it Saturday. I can definitely do it Well, no, I think I'm phone banking for Zoran Mamdani on Sunday, so I can't do it Sunday. I don't think. Actually, hold on. I can do it on Sunday. I can stream on Sunday night. Monday, Tuesday, I could stream. I could stream almost all next week until you guys call it. Good night, guys. See ya.